Haha, did I scare you? I hope I did, because we're reviewing the Bad Guys Halloween Heist special. So yeah, they released another Netflix special. Is it going to be better than the Christmas one? Could be. There's only one way to find out if it's better than the Christmas one though, and that is to, review it. Also, here's me before watching it. I'm sorry I look homeless. I think it's just going to be fine. It's not going to be good. I think it's going to be a little better than the Christmas one because I believe the Halloween theming suits it better. So yeah, enjoy the review, motherfuckers. Whoa! So the plot of Haunted Heist is that the bad guys are doing a haunted heist on this haunted mansion, which is haunted by Reginald E. Scary. What they're trying to steal is this little amulet thing that nobody has stolen before. And others have tried to do this, but they've went missing and have never been seen again. Wolf is very confident in the fact that he'll be able to take it, but the other bad guys, they're kind of terrified of everything. And they don't even trust Wolf in this one because he's pranked them on previous haunted heists in the past. But Wolf promises that he won't do it this time, and they set off on their haunted heist. That's basically the plot you need to know before I get into the positives and negatives of this special. And I'm gonna start with the positives because my god, there's less of them for sure. My first and biggest positive of this special is that it makes so much more sense than the Christmas one. Because if you remember the Christmas one, it was basically this.
All the humans go into a panic over a balloon, and they cancel Christmas because of a balloon.
And speaking of humans, I'm so glad we didn't get them in this because they looked terrible in the last one. I feel like the Halloween theme suits the Bad Guys franchise a lot better than the Christmas one did, even though the Christmas one felt more like the Bad Guys than this one did. And going into it, I thought the animation would have been just as bad as the Christmas one, but it's actually slightly better. It's slightly more fluid. It's not like the first one level of good, but it's better than the Christmas one. The first prank scene near the beginning of the film was actually a fucking movie. Near the beginning of the special was actually quite good and caught me by surprise when Wolf lost his hand. And unlike the Christmas one, they actually succeeded in the heist at first. Although that changes near the end, but we'll get to that in the negative section. And unlike the other bad guys, Wolf isn't a complete pussy for the entire thing. Yes, he becomes more fearful later on, but he actually starts as, his cocky self, and he actually feels like Mr. Wolf this time around, instead of being whatever. Can't believe that after all that! The villain's voice was cool, even though the villain was he a fucking villain? I don't know. And this shows that Wolf, even though he can be a bit of a prankster, which first of all, he shouldn't be a prankster in the first fucking place, but he truly cares about his crew and would do anything to get them back. So that was the positives. Let's get to the negatives now, and that's the juicy part of this video. I literally just found this out before recording this section, but apparently this is a prequel to the prequel. What? Can they stop doing prequels to prequels and maybe make this a sequel to the prequel, which is a prequel to the fucking first film? That was an absolute mouthful. I did that first take. My first and biggest gripe is that there's no Diane. Get it? Okay, but seriously, the main part of the story is the mansion scenes, and they do feel very, very bare bones to a Halloween story, and do feel a little cliched. And for the love of God, can someone explain how Wolf got this writing?
My loot you'll never claim, as hidden as my name.
They should have changed dialogue to as hidden as this post is writing, because there's no fucking writing on that thing. And speaking of names, I did praise the villain literally for having a cool voice, but E Scary is just such a stupid fucking name because he just called him Scary the whole time. It's like, I don't even know. Bro, I thought the fake out near the end of the special made it unnecessary. But I gotta give that apology because the ending made this entirely fucking pointless. And the ending has like 4 different fake outs. So it's the first one is that the bad guys pranked Mr. Wolf as revenge for Mr. Wolf pranking them all this time. And then Mr. Wolf comes right back and says, I already knew the whole thing because I watched you do it. And then he fakes his own death and pranks them, and then they eat him, and it's over. Like, I swear to God, what is this? I really need to apologize to the Christmas specials ending because, like, that at least that was kind of funny. This one makes me angry, to be honest. I can't just say, yes, the voice acting and animation are slightly improved, but they make me appreciate the bad guys even more than I already did because they just look so bad in comparison to the original. Like, yes, I've been praising it, but like, I'm sorry for getting so heated, but like, what happened to the writing at the end? Like, the thing was decent. It was like a 7 out of 10. But my God, was this ending the biggest outlier of this entire special, and it breaks it down quite a fair bit. Whew, rant over. Now let's get to my conclusion, and I'll rate the other two again as well. Now we come to the conclusion of why I wanted to review the special in the first place. Is it better than the Christmas special? And unfortunately, man, I just don't think so. It's the fucking ending. Like, the ending really brought it down and just made the entire thing feel like one big stupid something. But the positives I mentioned are actually pretty good. Like, the theming was good, the fact that the animation improved was actually pretty good as well. And also the fact that Mr. Wolf actually felt like Mr. Wolf instead of being something else. I don't fucking know. And as for my rating of it, it's gonna get a 5, man. Like, it's just very mid. And this has actually made my score for the Christmas one increase by half a point to a 6.5. And my rating for the movie to go up to like a 15. Like, it's so much better. So yeah, that's just me chatting shit for like 6 minutes about this thing. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, seriously, Dreamworks, you need to explain this. Like, oh, they gave her a camel toe? What the f-